What's going on, my crew? This is Jay. Welcome to another episode of the Dark Trilogy. I always forget what this game is called. So off camera, I looked at how to start breeding trees and use the grafter and all that stuff. And I did find something. What I found was that you need to place some trees nearby, and we have some basic Minecraft trees right here, and I noticed that we also have some other trees that we can... This is an updated texture. For some reason, I feel like that looked a lot different. Anyways, so we have to use the bees to pollinate these guys. And I would assume that we also have to use, for the botany, I would assume we also have to use the bees to breed those as well. So I wanted to set up a little bit of a thing with this. I don't know if I need to use the forestry bees, but one thing I did notice is we got all these extra biome things when I used the forestry bees, and we also have a couple over here as well. I want to take a look also at... Uh-oh, that might not be good. We lost our... cultivated. This one, I don't know what's going on with that. I will just let these two do something. And this one is still going. So yeah, I wanted to kind of get working on trying to figure out how this whole setup works. So let's go get some bone meal and refresh this guy. Just making sure I don't have any bone meal on me. Grab ourselves some honey. We only have one shot at this, so... Oops. Honey. That's a common. That's a common. So, hold on 2 seconds. If we come back here, how many other chances do we have of... Okay, so this one's either a cultivated or it's not. So even though I don't have honey to analyze that, we know for a fact that this is a pure common. So there's really no point in us trying to investigate any further, because if there's any hope, it's going to be with that other common. Okay, let's get some bone meal. I want to bone meal those saplings up, and that should give us start the breeding process. And what we want to look for later on is we want to look for a gene mutation, so a tree that will have a different looking leaf set. Now, that being said, the tutorial was very old for it, and as well as there's a lot of gaps in the tutorials. I think because the mod packs update so much, it's like, how do you even begin to do tutorials on this type of stuff? But you know, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, you know, maybe I should just take up the torch and start doing a few tutorials on this stuff. But I don't want to slam you guys with a bunch of episodes, and I've already got a pretty full schedule on this stuff. So, I don't know. I probably won't make tutorials, but it's been on my mind. Let's just put it that way. Alright. Put a birch right there. Really? You don't want to grow. Fine then. So this guy should, in theory, start spreading, and we'll see this. We'll see like a weird colored leaf, and then from there we can graft it with our grafter. But other than that, there's really not much we can do with the grafter and all that stuff. I was kind of researching it, and I honestly was a little tiny bit disappointed. Not too bad though. Because I wanted to definitely try and like discover something new and amazing, but at the same time, I was realizing that just because the tutorial didn't have that many great things doesn't mean it hasn't been updated. So one of the things I wanted to do today was look at the what do they call it? I know it's forestry, but I'm sorry, I've got the I've got my cords all tangled up in my microphone. Let's see, a sapling, maybe? Okay, look at all these different saplings we got. Orchard apple sapling. And I think a lot of these we haven't even come in encounter with yet. Shift for details. Okay, see, this must be one of the ones that we were possibly looking at. So banana, plantain, butternut sapling. So we have a lot of saplings, and I can't wait to see what the woods look like. Let's just look up wood and see how many different wood things there are, if any. Hold on. Are there different types of wood or what? Fir, cedar, box, hawthorn, pear. So there's a bunch of different types of woods. Here we go. This is the ones we're really looking at right here. What is this? Hold on, having a little bit of lag spike there. Oh, even more woods. Yeah, guys, look at this. We're gonna have plenty. Let's get out of the UI or thing here, because it's for some reason lagging my stuff. Okay, maybe we just have an issue. Hold on. Sorry about that, you guys. So, what we need to do now is, I was thinking about Thaumonomicon. And I was trying to figure out what it was that I needed to get to start making what we need to make, and I honestly can't think about what it could be that we need to do anything. But this guy right here, I don't even know what this means. I don't even know what it is. And I wanted to get to kind of see what that needs, if we can, because that, I think, is a key. Maybe not necessarily to what we're looking for, but potentially might lead somewhere with Thaumcraft. And my problem with Thaumcraft right now is I just don't know enough to be dangerous yet. I wanted to do a fire crystal. I back in the day of Thaumcraft, this is how you used to get them, and then you could slowly grow them. And I just like the way that looks. It's so pretty. And I think they grow. I don't know. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of decorate this area in here with a little bit of that, but I guess we can do that in another episode. The other thing I want to do, I'm going to talk about a little bit of a setup that I'm going to do upstairs, like way upstairs. So we got all these crops, right? And one of the things I do want to do while we're talking about it is I want to harvest these, because I will need some more silken tofu. So I've got all these crops, and one of the little Mine Factory Reloaded things is the autonomous activator. And of course I want to start filling up my area with a lot of crops. And so if we look up autonomous activator right here, oh, it's thermal expansion. What it'll do is it'll allow us to automatically click. So whenever these things grow to the right spot, it'll harvest it and send it up. Of course, we could use a harvester. That's another thing that we can use. But I'm not sure what is better. Maybe a harvester would be better, but I think the harvester, well, if we use a harvester and a planter, then that wouldn't be too bad. But what I want to do is I want to have a square of crops right here, right? And then I want to have something to pick the crops and put them into our system down here, okay? And that way we can start to build up things, and when we have a stack of a stack, that's sort of where I draw the line, if you will. But what I want to do is I want to have sort of an area where we make all the foods that we can. And like I said, I want to do, like, literally explore every corner of this mod pack. So I'm thinking that's what I want to start doing. And The other thing, what do we got in here? We got all this stuff. 9 cobalt. I would love to build a normal sword with that. What is this? This is a long sword, offensive weapon used to charge into battle at full speed. Has a special ability of lunge. This is kind of the normal thing. I don't want to use a broadsword. I've tried to use or cleaver, whatever. I've tried to use that before, and it's just not my favorite. But we can do that. What's this? I've used a mattock before, but not exactly the way. Do we have enough panels to make it? Yes, we do. So we're going to need a sword blade pattern, a wide guard, and we already got the stick. So the way I usually do this is immediately after we already have the sword pattern. Whoops. Do I have a chisel on me? Will this work? I doubt it. No. Okay. Although, no, probably won't work like that. All right, let's go get ourselves some cobble. I want to make this sword because we do have the ender sword, and maybe that'll be better, but I feel like we should have a tinker's construct. Which reminds me, what would be the best? I don't know what would be the best. Is there really a zombie trying to break down my stuff? We're on hard mode, so he's gonna... Yep, there he is. That makes me angry. And he's gonna come down here, and he's gonna be all, like, in my face. Dang it. So for those of you that don't know, maybe this will be a new experience for you. That's aluminum brass. Ooh, we have tons of gold nuggets. Let's stick this in here. That's not going to be nearly enough. I think it's 2 gold can make a mold. So this is sort of how you do the Minecraft. Was that 10 nuggets? So we can put 1 back. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is how you use the smelting. And this is Doris von Wielden's smelting. I do need to give him a different thing because he kind of showed me a few little tips. So I want to give... What was it that he suggested? I forget. Was it automation? I don't know. But we'll give him something more prestigious. And I also want to give Hassam Quat something more prestigious than our steelworks, which we've got, which we can't access because I still need to do these 2 blocks, but I've been lazy. All right, let's flip this. Yep, it flipped. Okay. Take that out. Put our sword blade in, and these give us castings. So, the castings. I've got all my castings in here. Let me just make sure. Yep, it's a normal stick. I should be able to make the full cobalt. I've only got 1 ingot. I'll use it on, I think, the tool cast rod. Alright, let's make the blade out of cobalt. Whatever. And let's try this is either going to be awesome or it's going to kill us. Okay, and then the stick out of... Yep, should work. Good, good, good. Alright, make a sword. Make it a sword. And this has got a pretty decent durability, and attack is 4 hearts. Now, I think we can combine it with something else to make it even better. If I pull out my smelting, I don't want to. Let's test it out, see how we feel about it first before we talk about modifications. But this is a pretty nasty sword, so yeah, they broke my door down. Okay. Whoa. What is going on over there? Whoa. Apparently I was distracted by the fireworks that were going on. Oh no. You have your own sword. That's not fair. I still want to know why there's fireworks. If you don't mind giving me that sword, that'd be great. Ow! Okay. Bed? No. We can't go to bed. Of course, we have that sword downstairs, but... You know, I'm obviously too lazy to do that. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Back. You know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get dead. Okay? Great. I'm glad we have this conversation. I think it was mutually beneficial. Son of a bear. Get out of my face. Now the Ender sword only or takes about 3 or 2 hits, I think it was. So I think they're about the same, if not the Ender sword is better. But we can modify this sword and make it better than it already is. I just want to check to see if there hasn't been any modifications made. The other thing I want to check is we should have had 5 drones at the beginning of the episode. So let's check and see. Is it because it's still nighttime? But I feel like it hasn't. That's like brand new. Interesting. Well, either way. I want to know what in the world was up with those fireworks. Huh. Weird. I don't see any mutated stuff going on there, so... Okay, let's replace the door. That's one problem that we have, I guess. We'll have to figure out what to do with that. So yeah, we got the Cobalt Broadsword. I need to finish up here, and then above this is where I want to put the, whatchamacallit, the garden, and the apiary area. I need to figure out what an alveary is for. That's the other thing I wanted to let you guys know. The genetics machines, okay? I was looking up genetics, and I cannot find one tutorial on genetics. So honestly, I have no clue. I don't even know where to begin. And I was looking at like the subsets here. Okay, we got mods. And if we go down, I was figuring maybe there would be, yeah, genetics. And that's the name of the mod. So I don't understand why I can't find a tutorial on it. So somebody must like really, really not want to not like it or something. I don't know. I don't know why it's not there. But it is what it is. So look at all these mods. Isn't that awesome? Steve Carts, Thaumcraft, Simply Jetpacks. We need to get a jetpack. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to still work on. Tinker's Mech Works. What is this? Oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so I was telling somebody because they were suggesting something for the door. This is the advanced, I guess, is it just a drawbridge? I thought there was more to it. Well, anyways, there's a lot of cool stuff. Ooh, secret rooms. I haven't played with secret rooms at all. There's some more stuff we can do. Anyways, there's lots of stuff we need to do. These bees need to be worked on. I need to completely overhaul this sword. Ooh, we got some honeycomb. We'll stick this girl in here and this guy in here. Even more honeycomb. And I want to check before we go. Have you... No. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff we need to get involved in. I still need to clean up this village completely. But I recorded some episodes, so now I have some preparation time before the next episode that I record. So I'm going to try and figure out genetics. I'm going to probably go into Creative World and figure it out from there. I'm going to also do a little bit more Thaumcraft research if I can. And but by research, I mean like in-game research with just scribing tools and stuff. And what else? Upgrade the sword and work on building this facility here. So that's going to do it for today's episode, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a little more of a talky talk episode, but unfortunately we're kind of at a standstill and I have to record, so that's where we're at with that. But until next time, happy mining and crafting.